You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tap In. We are OneOOne. I'm your host, Andy Danchuk, and I'm here with my co-hosts and my business partners, Sean and James. What's going on tonight, boys?
What's going on? Yep.
All right, guys, it is your responsibility to tap into information that is going to benefit you and your life. This podcast will hopefully expand your thinking so that you can finally take control. All right, what's going on? So tonight, we are going to talk about the law of increasing returns and how to unlock this law and allow it to help you move forward in life, especially in areas that I think a lot of us human beings struggle with. As a person who loves to help people, my entire life I have struggled with the fact that after I help somebody, sometimes I feel that I have given away way more service than what I was paid for. And yes, I did it originally out of the kindness of my heart, but I still allowed myself through time and certain situations to become a little bit sour to the person that I just helped if they don't some way, somehow return the favor, get me back, give me a thank you. Like a lot of times, like I do genuinely, truly just want to help people out of the kindness of my heart. But right now I struggle to have time for a lot of things that I want to do. So to go out of my way and invest 2 hours time into somebody else just out of the kindness of my heart is very rewarding for me to do. But a lot of times it stresses me out way more than I should be, because I think after I help these person, all I get is a thank you, and then that 2 hours I could have put into something that was actually going to come back and pay me for the time I invested into it. So basically what the law of increasing returns says and can help you with is the fact that any service that you provide simply out of the kindness of your heart and you expect nothing in return for, the law of increasing returns will guarantee that you get paid for that service. You may not know how, you may not know why, you may not, you just
It's not you may, you should won't.
You won't. Just, you're literally like, and I'm going to turn the mic over to James real quick and have him explain one story that just happens to him that just beautifully explains this, and it literally just happened to him the other day, and it was just amazing to be able to relate it to a law in the universe as to why it happened. So now, if I asked James this probably 2 years ago, he would have just said, wow, I got really lucky and I have a really good friend and yada yada. But realistically, when you break it down and you look at what laws he used to his advantage without even necessarily knowing, but now that the whole situation's over, we can look back at it and see like, oh, this law was implemented by you and look what it did for you. And he'll tell you the story right now.
Well, yeah, it's cool because what it really is doing something without expecting anything in return, which is what majority of people struggle with. And I struggled with it too. And for this instance, it was a good friend of mine needed some help with his car, and he came to me, and he did kind of sound distressed as well, and he wanted to get this done, and he needed it, and he's been waiting a while, and like there's been months and months I've been watching him collect parts and get shit ready, and he needed a garage to do it in, and I just so happen to have a garage, and I don't really use it because I haven't even been working on my own car, and it just fucking sits in there, and I've been thinking about going to my garage a lot, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I'll help you, just because, he's a good friend of mine, and he needed the help, and that was it. There was no anything.
It ended right there.
It was no anything other than he
helping you
needed
because I
help.
wanna
I
help
had a
you.
space that he needed to use. I wasn't using the space. He can use it, no problem. I'll help you do whatever you need. Prior to this, he said that he was selling his seats in his car, and I was like, all right, shit, I'll buy them, whatever. He said, all right, cool, I'll hold on to them for you. We, agreed on a price, and I was going to pay him once he pulled the seats out and put the new seats in and shit, which we were planning to do together after the fact. I think we spent 3 days in the garage, just kind of cutting away and fitting, because we were putting on like a body kit, side skirts, bumper,
which wasn't easy.
Rear bumper, putting the grills in, because it was all like fiberglass too, which like there's no plastic.
Realistically, you thought it was going to be one day's help.
Yeah, pretty much. I literally did. I thought it was going to be one day of help and he was going to be good, and it really wasn't. It turned into 3 days of like 5-6 hours, because
So now, let me stop you for a second. 3 days, 5-6 hours, when originally you allotted a day's help for him. So now the normal perception of the mind for most people would probably be they're losing their patience with helping. They're being requested more than what they originally thought. They're getting sour. They're starting to feel like they're being used in a sense, right? Most people would probably start to feel like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I can't even lie. I had those thoughts
here and there
because because at the time, recently, I'm under a lot of pressure to do a lot of different things that don't always get done, and this was taking time from doing those. So I can't even lie, I did have those thoughts, but I suppressed them because it was, why are you thinking that? Those thoughts don't serve you. That all that shit will get done. I'm just here to help my buddy, and he's good when he's done. I just want to help him get his shit done. He's not gonna fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
and you want to help him.
And I held myself accountable. I told him I would help him do it. I'm gonna fucking help him do it no matter what.
Yep.
And that's just how you're supposed to be.
Yep.
So we did front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts, fenders. And then we did seats, interior, and we also did a Sparco steering wheel, like fucking hub and quick release and all that shit. And at the end of everything, he goes, you know what, James? He's like, I'll just give you those seats and the belts and shit. And actually, I was pretty shocked. I really was, because I really didn't expect anything out of it other than honestly, I expected just his appreciation. Because I don't expect,
which was good enough.
Which is good enough for me. I don't need money. I didn't
need. Accepted that.
It's like, because I know he's gonna be my friend, and I know he's a good, like,
that's the boy. I'm gonna help him.
Yeah, I'm here to help.
I don't expect nothing.
And then to get the seats was kind of like, oh shit, like,
this is fucking amazing.
So now I'm
glad I expected nothing and got this, because it's so much more worth it.
Right, it was worth a lot more because
better,
I put like a lot of work and time into like helping him make it fit right and look nice, and like even he was like, oh no, it looks good. And I'm like, no, I'm not leaving it like that. Like, it just doesn't look good. And like, I forced him to do shit that he didn't want to do because I was like not letting it go, not letting it slide. So yeah, it's just cool to understand that at that point in time, my whole mental thought was, let's finish his car for his show that he wants to go to, and he spent all this money on that he deserves, and just get it done.
Yeah.
And that was it. And beyond that, there was no extra thought.
And then laws of the universe, which you can use to your advantage if you choose to study and learn them. So James had just recently learned the law of increasing returns and didn't even think about it consciously this entire time. But after it happened and we talked about this, I said, do you understand what happened there? And we pointed it out. We started talking about it. And it's amazing. It is truly the universe doing its job in rewarding someone who should have been rewarded for their actions. But the only way you can possibly be rewarded for these actions is to do it without looking for anything in return.
Yeah, complete selflessness.
Completely selflessness. Just completely do it out of the kindness of your heart. Just do it because you want to do it and you love helping and it makes you feel good, and just leave it at that. And trust that no matter what, the universe will get you back.
And I just want to point out that you can have emotions like getting off of work and getting home at 6 and knowing you have to be up at 4:30 and having him pick you up, like getting into his car. I might not have been the most enthusiastic person, but I still went and I fucking did it, and I still went home and slept and still got up for work. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, just because you might not be in the right attitude at that time during what's going on doesn't mean that I don't still feel the same way about what I'm doing. Just that I had let other things, which means I don't have control over myself, affect my attitude throughout the day, and he had nothing to do with that.
No.
He was there because I told him to be there. I gave him my time, and even though I had other shit to do, I told him I would do it, so I did it, and I held myself accountable. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though I might have been a little upset or I might have been a little tired, none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. Because that's not on him.
What matters is you stuck to your word and you did what you said you were going to do.
For the homie, and get it done for him on time before, you know? It's like, I don't know, and that's the only way, like, to actually do it.
Literally.
So
make a commitment.
And you stick to it.
And that's it. And then just trust the process. And that's why good people do win in the end. You know? And it might, dude, sometimes, like, you might not even know that a year from now, doing something today out of the kindness of your heart just to help somebody out could be paid forward to you due to the law of increasing returns in a year from now. And you might just think it's some random stroke of good luck or something, when realistically, it was the universe perfectly timing the law of increasing returns to give you what you needed most when you needed it, based on something that you did a year ago, bro. You don't know.
Yeah.
That's why just do these things. Continue to do these things. Make it a habit to do this. And random good things will happen to you, and you will know why. It's the law of increasing returns paying me back for all of the time that I spent for other people, and I expected nothing back for it.
I was gonna say that's a very like instant example. You know what I mean? That happened that happened so quickly, and that's, don't think that every time you do this that's how it's gonna happen, because it's not at all. And the biggest thing about this too is also builds character. It builds you to be a down to the soul good ass person. If you control your thoughts, like he said, what do you have to keep saying to yourself? You have to keep saying like, these thoughts do not serve me and shit like that, because that's bound to happen. If you're giving your time and you expect it to be one way, and all of a sudden you're stuck on working on a car for 3 days and you're like, fuck, like I had a lot of shit to get done and now I can't do it, but I did promise to do, so I'm gonna keep doing it. If you allow yourself to start slipping and get into those feelings where you're like, fuck, this is bullshit, and like,
this is all for nothing, this is a waste, then the law of increasing returns goes right out the window.
Exactly, you're not building character. You're not going to see what you can see out of it. Like if you became a dick to your friend there and started treating him like shit, that he would probably have been like, fuck it, bro, like I don't need your help, I'll figure it out and shit like that. You would have never got those seats. You know what I mean? And then in the end, he would have not felt, maybe not that he didn't feel the same way, but he might not felt that he could come to you for help on certain shit like that.
Exactly.
So even though that you might go through these feelings and shit like that, and it might feel like a burden, just realize with now that we have an understanding of this law, that it will come back to us one way somehow eventually.
God sees all. The universe sees all. Whatever you believe in. Whatever it is that's higher than us sees all.
I was going to say myself, when both of your stories both say it, like, when you go, like, we get so enthusiastic to help somebody. When you guys have a project, or someone, like, one of my friends have a project, some shit, and they ask me for help, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then, like, I say it because I'm so pumped up to help them out that I don't even realize the shit that I already had planned I had to do for myself. So then I get there, and all of a sudden, like, it was supposed to be 2 hours. All of a sudden, all of a sudden it's 6 hours, and I'm just thinking, like, I just start stressing out so bad that I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to get my shit done. I'm not going to get my shit. And realistically, bro, that shit can get done tomorrow. It's more important for you to be able to help your boy out. If it's someone that means something to you, it's way more important to help them out, because your shit can get done tomorrow.
What if you stayed that extra 3-4 hours and got it done, and then the next day, all of a sudden, him and his boy just offered you help out of the blue without you even asking, and then what you thought was going to take you the whole day the next day only took you 2 hours, because all of a sudden the law of increasing returns paid you back with 2 helpers. Some way, somehow. Exactly. Always just trust.
And that's what's crazy about the law too. When you say increasing returns, it means that you're getting back more than what you put in.
Yeah, you're gonna get at least what you put into it back, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get it tenfold.
Exactly.
Because you were the one that gave without expecting anything in return. So that's what the universe wants to reward givers, because the more we give, the softer we become to other human beings and other people of society, all of us. The more we give, the more we're rewarded. And if we can make the collective mind truly believe in that, this world would be a better place, because then people would just help people to help people. We have people sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, not willing to help anybody because they're just sour to everything, when these people could be allotting half of their time to helping people, and then therefore it comes back tenfold to them and fucking saves them when they need it most.
And I think that a lot of that is like because helping people is like your
human nature.
Yeah, but you're helping people with your uniqueness.
Yeah.
Like you can learn from everyone. But we have a situation where everyone thinks they know everything, so they're not willing to take or ask someone for help that might humiliate them, but humility literally is the only way to get past things you don't know. Like,
and what is humility? What did I literally post today about it too? One of my favorite sayings.
I don't remember what it
isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. Think about that. Well, it's not that you have to think less of yourself, which a lot of people define humility as like, I have to downgrade who I am and what I'm capable of because I'm humble. No, that's not what humility is. You're just thinking of you less. You're not putting yourself in the spotlight, your things in the spotlight. You are still who the fuck you are. You are still capable of all these things. You know that. You do, and you're allowed to know that. But if you think that of yourself all the time, it's always you, what I know, what I've done, that's when you become unhumble and people don't want to help you.
Right.
The most humble people in the world are people that are very skilled, very talented, but they don't worry about themselves. They don't think about themselves.
That's what it is. Like your skills, your skills as an individual is what helps the world. Your unique skills. But you're trained to like hide it, or if it's not the same as everyone else, like it's not good. But that's false. Like your unique skills is what helps other people
and yourself.
That's the whole point.
And what differentiates you from everybody else, bro.
That's how you help people. Shine. That's how you help yourself. You be yourself. You be unique. You be whatever whatever it is.
OneOOne?
And that's what OneOOne is about.
That's why we created OneOOne. Literally.
To be unique in your own way and do everything that you want to do, and we support that.
The reason that we choose friends is because 9 times out of 10, they are about something or do something that's different from you, that makes you enjoy being with them. It's their uniqueness that you're drawn to. The friends that you like most are the ones who are truly themselves. They're not the ones who agree with everything you say. The friends that have done the most for you, have been there for you in the best way possible, are awesome people in every area of their life, and this, that, and the other thing, are the ones who are literally that. They just... I don't even know what the fuck I was getting at. They're just like, I fucking lost my train of thought because I was just thinking about something else and I couldn't say it because it was totally off topic.
I just wanted to say that like the world wants to see that too. Like the world wants to see the uniqueness. Maybe because the hometown or the people that you think are your friends might not, or they might talk good to you in front of you and talk behind your back, but those people don't matter. There's so many other people out there that want to see your uniqueness, that can use your help and use that to their advantage. Just keep being you and doing that.
And by you conforming to the normalities that everybody thinks just to fit in and be liked and whatnot, what does it always turn into?
Well, the world wants you to give out you.
Yeah.
It doesn't want you to give out somebody else that you think you are supposed to be. The world wants you to give out your natural self. Just be your natural self. And
it made you for a reason. You experience what you experience for a reason. Let that shit be your superpower.
Well, who's the most famous people, most well-known, most liked people are always people that are themselves. They know
who they are.
They didn't try to be somebody else to become who they are, become known. They literally were themselves.
They didn't try to fit in.
They were unique, and that's why you like them so much, is because they're fucking different than
anyone
else.
They didn't conform to what society was doing, what the culture was doing. Even rappers that are in this certain like put on certain artists, like from A to Z, rappers are completely and totally different. Completely and totally different because they are who they are, and then you like them because of that. Yeah. But it might take 10 years for you to notice and like their uniqueness. But if they didn't stick with it,
you might say like, "Yo, this dude shit's whack. Like, what is he talking about?" And then when you like, your mind grows, and then you see him, you're like, "Holy shit!" Like the way he speaks is different. Like this shit's cool as fuck. So it might take you a while to open up to it, but most of the time when someone's different, they might be hated or disliked at first, but then it comes around and everyone starts fucking loving them.
Yeah.
That's literally always how it goes.
Always how it goes.
The weird person that sticks out is hated at first, all of a sudden everybody fucking loves them.
Literally.
How many times do we hear all the time about like people that don't believe in you because you're trying to do different shit? They talk shit about you. All your friends say you're never going to do all this shit, but then they're the first people to say they were there your whole entire journey when they weren't.
And I mean, it's just like that. I just want to say that hatred is more of just a non-understanding. If you can like put two and two together, like they're like, oh, he's weird, blah blah blah, why, and he does this and shit, and it always comes down to, if you really look at it, they just don't understand. They don't understand the person.
It's that simple,
and they're not willing to.
Their mind is so closed off,
right?
Shut to any sort of possibilities outside of their realm of existence that it's wrong, and that is just hatred. It's just limiting.
Hatred either comes from having a closed off mind or
jealousy
and insecurities. That's where hatred comes from.
Which is
because, bro, I saw it like even today and shit like that. I catch myself sometimes like if I see a certain person, they're doing something, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm looking at this person like, what the fuck are they doing or whatever it might be, and then I catch myself like, bro, why does it matter? Like, let him do you. I'm like, people probably look at me like all the time, like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
Exactly.
Like, motherfucker, I walked around with like a mullet for like 2 years, so people probably looked at me funny all the time. But like, it doesn't. When I start catching myself, I'm like, bro, that person might be cool as shit. Yeah. I'm over here with a closed mind, and he might be the next thing to pop off. I'm like, motherfucker, I was making fun of him in my head a year ago. You know what I mean?
Most do. Like, dude, my whole life, people have been calling me crazy, making fun of me for the shit I do, and fucking nobody understands me.
Or people that pop off, and then you're like, wait, why did he pop off? Type of shit.
Exactly.
Like he popped off because he's him, bro.
Yeah, he has a reason.
Stuck to his shit. He knows.
And people get straight mad about that. They're like, why is he's got no reason to? Like, motherfucker, there's a reason why. You need to dig down and figure out why you're so fucking jealous right now.
What's your reason?
Yeah, what's your reason for hating the dude? You don't have one.
What's your reason for
you hate something about yourself?
What's your reason for being in that position? What have you done to get there?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll keep this one fucking short. Fucking
it's late.
We started this one a little bit late. But
it's early.
But it was just a little intro to just kind of just get your mind thinking in different ways possible, and just trust, dude. Literally, just have faith in something. Have faith. Have trust in something bigger than yourself, and just know that you're going to be taken care of. Through all the struggles, through all the problems. Dude, I've been through fucking shit. I've been shit on. I've been kicked down. I've been dragged through the dirt. All this fucked up shit happened. And you know what never changed through all that fucked up shit? Somehow, some way, deep down inside of me, I had faith that it was going to lead to something better. And I just held on to that because I had nothing else to hold on to, bro. Literally nothing else to hold on. My whole world was crumbling around me over the course of 2 years' time. Like, some of the most fucked up shit that could have ever fucking happened to me. And what was I to do? I can't understand it. I can't make sense of it. I would have never made it happen that way. So I had one option: to relax, trust the process, have faith, and just continue to open my eyes and my mind and try to learn from it all in hopes that it would do good for me. And because I stayed with that sort of mindset, I am now here, and I can say from the bottom of my heart, all the fucked up shit that has happened to me has taught me exactly what I was asking to be taught for fucking years prior to it happening to me. And now it has unleashed and unlocked something within me that I didn't even know that I had. And I'm blessed that it all happened. Extremely blessed. I'm fucking so thankful for all the fucked up shit, for all the pain, all the struggle. Like, it unlocked me. It unleashed me. Like, look at where I'm at compared to where I was, bro. It's just crazy.
I just want to say, help people. People need your help. They need your help. Everyone. If you see someone struggling,
I need your help. You
help
need
them.
people's help.
Dude, help
we all
people.
Need help.
Everybody needs their help. They might not want to accept it. They might not ask for it, but just offer the help. If you see an old man struggling, if you see an old woman struggling, your mom, brother, someone, just help them.
And study the law of increasing returns so that you know why you're doing it.
And don't help them because, you know, if you help your mom, she's going to buy you a toy. No, just help them because people need help, and they need help now more than ever.
Yeah.
I was going to say, a big thing about this is not to expect shit from it, because we're talking about what we're going to get from it, and like that the law will give us something in return for our service.
But I don't give a fuck if it ever shows up.
Exactly. We got to do it out of kindness of heart, and like when you truly do that, you will feel so good. Like you'll get a feeling that you'll never get from something materialistic or physical that you would get back in return for your services. You'll feel really good as long as you allow your fucking mind to calm down and realize that the shit that you're worried about that you're not finishing because you waste your time, not waste your time, but took your time away from your shit and help someone else. Once you relax that thought, then you'll feel like how good it actually feels to take your time and help someone else.
And we're constantly always helping people anyway, so why not enjoy it? Why not? You're doing it. So why have this negative mindset, this upset thing that you're being fucking used, that you're being mistreated? No, motherfucker. You're already doing it. So enjoy it. Enjoy it while
if you're already in it, fucking there's no point in
might
making
as
it
well.
worse.
Because then it's like, wait, we had a conversation about this with you the other day. Like, you were stressing about spending money on going out and eating and enjoying yourself with your girl. You were doing it anyway, though, right?
Yes.
Stress the fuck out while doing it. And he calls me and he's freaking out. He's like, bro, I don't want to be spending money. I don't want to be doing this shit. Fucking, I told myself I wouldn't be doing it. I'm still doing blah, blah. And I said, Sean. And he was like, what? And I was like, you've been doing all this fun shit, right? And he's like, well, yeah, but it's not fun because I'm fucking so stressed out. And I'm like, pause right there. You've been doing all this fun shit, right? And he's like, well, yeah, technically, but... And I'm like, dude, stop. I'm like, there's your answer right there. You've been doing all this fun shit. Enjoy it. I was like, you've done countless things over the past 2 weeks that have been super enjoyable and fun. But yet you sucked all the enjoyment out of it because you were focused on the wrong fucking shit. Instead of just enjoying it because you were doing it anyway. The money was spent anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. You could stress about the money tomorrow. But during the time being, rather than just enjoying the moment and getting what you paid for out of it to the fullest because you're there, you're enjoying it, you're in the moment, you were stressed.
Well, yeah, dude, when it comes down, like, that biggest thing for me is, like, as you said, I was so focused on, like, dude, I need to pay off this debt and shit. I'm finally in a position where I can get rid of debt and I can get back to being financially free and all this shit. And my girl is leaving for college. So, like, we wanted to spend time and shit like that. And let me, like, one thing that I said to Andy, I was like, yo, like, I get mad at myself for getting so mad, like, getting so stressed about this because the way, like, how happy that girl is when we do shit is so, like, it makes me feel so fucking good. Like, I love watching that girl be hella happy. Yeah. And it could be the dumbest shit. We could play a fucking game at an amusement park and this girl's face is lit up. She's so happy. So, like, that is such a good feeling, but I was letting it get to me because I'm worried about money. I'm like, bro, why am I worried about money?
You're spending it.
I'm spending it. So I'm here anyway, so why the fuck am I worried about it? And then it came down to the last 2 weeks of her leaving. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like, she's leaving. You're going to treat her good. We're going to have a good ass time because you're not going to be able to see her because she's going to be fucking 17 hours away in Florida. So stop fucking worrying about money. Money comes and goes. It always will. And the less I stress about it, the more money will come to me. Yeah. But it was just such a battle in my head because I've never made the money I made now. But then so now that I have the money, I'm like, fuck, dude, stop spending it. You're so used to always spending, never saving. That's how you got yourself in the predicament in the first place. And I just had to free up my mind and fucking stop putting my mind on negative and start thinking about the positive shit. And it's completely changed me and our relationship and shit like that.
And
like,
it made the experience way more enjoyable.
It made it way better. That's all I said. Like, I actually got to sit back and be like, yo, like, this girl is hella happy right now for fucking no reason at all. And I felt amazing about it.
Just a small little fucking correlation thought that to end it off, just to give you more reason. Just enjoy your shit, bro. study certain shit, enjoy yourself, have fun, relieve the stress, because half the time you're gonna be doing it anyway, and half the time they're with people that you do love. So rather than fucking focusing on all that bullshit, focus on the good. We love you guys. Have a good night.
Peace out.
Love you.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.